Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope's karma catches up as Daphne steals Carter. Hope Logan watches in horror as Carter Walton falls right into Daphne Rose's trap, proving that karma is real when it comes to love on the bold and the beautiful. After driving away Thomas and Wyatt, is Hope finally getting what she deserves? Hope watches in horror as Carter falls for Daphne. Hope Logan is getting a bitter taste of her own medicine on the bold and the beautiful. After years of choosing men with wandering eyes over those who were completely devoted to her, Hope now finds herself on the receiving end of heartbreak as Carter Walton appears to be falling under the spell of the alluring Daphne Rose. What makes this situation particularly ironic is that Hope specifically divorced Liam Spencer because she was tired of his divided heart, only to potentially face the same scenario with Carter. But some might say this romantic setback has been a long time coming. Steffy's master plan bearing fruit. This romantic disaster didn't happen by accident. Steffy Forrester orchestrated the whole thing by bringing in Daphne Rose specifically to drive a wedge between Hope and Carter. After losing Forrester Creations in Carter and Hope's takeover, Steffy decided to hit them where it hurts most, their relationship. Daphne has been using her considerable charms on Carter, whose guilt over betraying the Forrester family has made him particularly vulnerable. When Hope walked in on them in an intimate embrace, it was clear that Steffy's scheme was working perfectly. The look of betrayal on Hope's face spoke volumes as she realized her worst fear might be coming true, losing another man to another woman. A pattern of rejecting devoted men. Looking back at Hope's romantic history, a clear pattern emerges. She had not one but two chances at happiness with men who were truly devoted to her. See also: The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Steffy fears Finn shares Sheila and Luna's dark side. First, there was Wyatt Spencer. Despite his unwavering commitment, Hope left him to chase after Liam, a man who has never been able to fully commit to just one woman. After losing their baby, Hope abandoned her marriage to Wyatt rather than working through their tragedy together. Then came Thomas Forrester, who proposed multiple times and made it clear he wanted a future with her. Despite his transformation and dedication, Hope couldn't bring herself to fully commit. Eventually, Thomas took Douglas and left for Paris, another devoted man driven away by Hope's indecision. Now, as Carter's attention turns to Daphne, viewers can't help but wonder if this is simply cosmic payback for Hope's past choices. Questions about Hope's true intentions. Some at Forrester Creations have questioned whether Hope was ever truly in love with Carter or if their relationship was merely a business arrangement to secure her position in the company. If her feelings were genuine, why didn't she notice that Carter was struggling with guilt over the takeover? Wyatt once observed that Hope only wants what she can't have, a claim that seems to be supported by her pattern of behavior. She rejected Thomas's proposals, despite his devotion, only showing real interest in him during moments of passion. She left Wyatt after tragedy struck, rather than leaning on his support. And now, she might lose Carter to a woman who recognized his vulnerability and capitalized on it. See also: The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Taylor demands Steffy leave Finn over shocking Luna paternity bombshell. What's next for Hope? As Daphne and Hope potentially square off over Carter, the bigger question remains: will Hope ever learn from her romantic mistakes? Her history suggests she's drawn to complicated relationships rather than stable ones, despite claiming the opposite. With Steffy's revenge plan working exactly as intended, Hope now faces the prospect of losing both her professional standing at Forrester Creations and the man she claims to love. The irony that she's now experiencing what she put Wyatt and Thomas through isn't lost on anyone, especially the Forrester family. Will this finally be the wake-up call Hope needs? Or is she destined to repeat this cycle of heartbreak indefinitely? One thing's certain: Steffy is enjoying watching her plan unfold to perfection. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Taylor demands Steffy leave Finn over shocking Luna paternity bombshell. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal Taylor Hayes urging daughter Steffy to leave Finn after discovering he's Luna's biological father. With fears of Sheila's involvement and Hayes' safety, will Steffy follow her mother's advice? Taylor demands Steffy leave Finn after shocking Luna paternity revelation. Taylor Hayes doesn't want her daughter anywhere near Finn after learning he's Luna's biological father, and she's not mincing words about it. Relationships on The Bold and the Beautiful have weathered many storms, but the tsunami that just hit Steffy Forrester and Dr. John Finn Finnegan's marriage might be too powerful to survive. In a gut-wrenching confrontation at the Cliff House, Taylor Hayes delivered an ultimatum to her daughter that left fans reeling: leave Finn immediately. The shocking demand came after the bombshell revelation that Finn is Luna Nozawa's biological father, yes, the same Luna who kidnapped and terrorized Steffy not long ago. Just when we thought this family couldn't possibly face more trauma, this genetic curveball has Taylor pushing the panic button with enough force to break it. Doctor's orders: get out now. While Steffy struggled to process the earth-shattering news that her husband fathered a child with Poppy Nozawa years ago, Taylor's maternal instincts kicked into overdrive. Despite acknowledging that none of this was Finn's fault, the psychiatrist didn't hold back her fears. You have to leave, Taylor told her visibly shaken daughter, concern etched across her face. When Steffy insisted she was safe, her mother doubled down with chilling logic that's hard to argue with. Taylor reminded Steffy that 2 members of Finn's biological family have already tried to kill her. First Sheila Carter, who shot both Steffy and Finn, and now Luna, who kidnapped and terrorized Steffy. The pattern isn't exactly subtle, and Taylor's professional training has her connecting dangerous dots. Most disturbing was Taylor's fear about little Hayes having what she called Sheila's psycho blood, a comment that struck deep about genetics and predisposition to violence. You know what you need to do, she told Steffy in no uncertain terms, urging her to pack up the kids and move to Eric's house immediately. See also: B&B spoilers, Hope's true fear: losing power, not Carter, as Daphne threatens her reign. The Sheila factor escalates fears. What truly pushed Taylor over the edge wasn't just Luna's connection to Finn, but what this means in the bigger picture of the Carter family tree. The psychiatrist vocalized every fan's immediate thought: what happens when Sheila discovers she has another grandchild? Taylor didn't hesitate to voice her fears that Sheila would try to break Luna out of house arrest when she learns the familial connection. Given Sheila's history of obsession with family, particularly with Finn and Hayes, this concern isn't paranoia, it's practically a prediction based on established patterns. This isn't safe, Taylor emphasized, the fear for her daughter and grandchildren palpable in her voice. Finn's emotional father-daughter moment. Meanwhile, across town at Bill Spencer's mansion, Finn and Luna were having their own emotional confrontation that ended with a revelation that changes everything. After Luna shared her lifelong pain of growing up without a father figure and how it drove her to dark places, Finn dropped the bombshell. "It's me. I'm your father," Finn confessed, before embracing his newly discovered daughter in a hug that will surely complicate his marriage even further. The doctor appeared genuinely moved by Luna's story of how she prayed her father would magically appear and take her away from her unstable childhood. His immediate acceptance of Luna, despite her crimes against his wife, raises serious questions about where his priorities will lie moving forward. Steffy's impossible choice. Steffy now faces what might be the most difficult decision of her life. Does she follow her mother's advice and leave the man she loves to protect herself and her children? Or does she stand by Finn through yet another Sheila-adjacent crisis that he didn't create but is inextricably linked to? In her conversation with Taylor, Steffy admitted she doesn't know how to accept or handle Finn being Luna's father. "More than anything, I wish Luna wasn't part of our family," she confessed, revealing just how deeply this revelation has shaken her. See also: The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Bridget Forrester returns to LA medical crisis or wedding drama? Steffy tried to reassure her mother that Luna is no longer a threat, but Taylor's concerns extend far beyond just Luna. The psychiatrist sees a pattern of danger that traces back to Sheila's DNA, a bloodline that now connects directly to Steffy's husband, stepchild, and biological son. What happens next? As Steffy weighs this impossible choice, fans are left wondering if this revelation will be the breaking point for the couple who has already endured Sheila's shooting, Finn's presumed death, and now the discovery that he fathered a child with Poppy who grew up to terrorize his wife. Can Steffy and Finn's marriage survive this latest blow? Can Steffy ever truly accept Luna as part of her family? And perhaps most importantly, is Taylor right that staying with Finn puts Steffy and her children in danger? The coming days will reveal whether Steffy follows her mother's advice or stands by her man through yet another crisis. Either way, the ripple effects of this paternity revelation will be felt throughout Los Angeles for months to come. Steffy in shambles, Daphne fights back and Carter crumbles. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for March 3rd through the 14th reveal that Steffy Forrester is in a spiral. Plus, Daphne Rose retaliates, and Carter Walton crumbles. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Carter's shock and Hope's jealousy. Let's get into what's coming on Monday, March the 3rd. Carter is stunned by what Daphne admits to him. Now, there are a couple of things she could admit. One is that she actually knows Steffy and that she came to pitch the fragrance because of that friendship with Steffy, and not because of the coup. She may say she came in spite of the coup, you know, or maybe she's confessing that she has feelings for him since they were in a lip lock on Friday. Speaking of that lip lock, Hope Logan is quite upset, and she is processing this betrayal of Carter kissing Daphne. She's steamed, and there are some confrontations coming this week because of that. Bold and the Beautiful 2-week spoilers, March 3rd to 14th, Steffy spirals, Daphne retaliates, and Carter caves. B&B spoilers, Finn's paternity secret revealed at the Spencer mansion. Meanwhile, more B&B spoilers show that over at the Spencer mansion, John Finn Finnegan and Luna Nozawa are talking, and he admits the big secret. He just found out that he is her biological father, 100%. While Finn's distraught, Luna's going to be freaking thrilled. I mean, how can you not? Tom Starr, that's who you think you got, and then all of a sudden, you got Finn winning the lottery, right? Forrester family drama, Taylor's return and Hope's confrontation. Tuesday, March 4th, Taylor Hayes is back from Steffy's house. She's over at the Forrester mansion, where she's living now, and she's talking to Ridge Forrester, who is connecting the dots between Finn and Luna. Of course, Ridge is going to be very distraught to find out that his daughter Steffy's stepdaughter is Luna, who, of course, tried to kill her. So, the Forresters aren't going to like this at all. Also, Hope Logan tells Carter that she knows what he's been doing when he's been spending all this time alone with Daphne. Now, what's unclear is if she will actively confront him about the kiss or will just try and lean on him, guilt him, emotionally manipulate him without telling him she knows about the kiss. So, we'll see how that goes. Also on Bold and the Beautiful, we have got on Wednesday, March 5th, Hope Logan going ahead and confronting Daphne about kissing Carter. She's making a threat. She gets all up in Daphne's face and tells her, "You are not going to make a play for him again." Hope's like, you know, one of those dogs that pees around the corner of the yard marking their territory, and of course, you understand that that is her boyfriend, and Hope saw him in a lip lock with another woman. Hope doesn't want to go back to dealing with a waffler. She did that with Liam Spencer for way too long with him and Steffy, so she does not want to replay that scenario with her and Daphne. But even more important than that, Hope doesn't want there to be any crack with Carter giving the company back to the Forresters, and that means she needs to keep him on a very tight leash, and Daphne is yanking on that leash, so this is going to be a big important confrontation. Finn's dilemma, protecting Luna and his marriage with Steffy. Then, on Thursday, March 6th, John Finn Finnegan keeps something big from Steffy Forrester. They have a very emotional confrontation. It is about Luna, and the secret he's keeping from her is that his daughter is not in prison at all. Because the only thing that's keeping Steffy with any sense of peace of mind is the idea that Luna is behind bars. Now Finn knows she's not behind bars, and he knows right away that's not going to sit well with his wife. Steffy only sees a monster when she looks at Luna. But of course, Finn is looking at her through dad goggles. Now, he's not, you know, deceived or thinks that she didn't murder those people. He knows she did, but when it comes to Luna, I believe Finn thinks that she was cheated out of having a dad, which she was. That she had a terrible mom, Poppy Nozawa, which she did, and that him being in her life would make all the difference because right now, Luna's looking at life in prison. For Finn to find out he has a daughter who's going to spend the rest of her life behind bars, and that's the only way he can get to know her. It's terrifying. Then even worse, she is on house arrest at Bill Spencer's, and Finn knows that's untenable, that can't last forever. If Steffy finds out, there's a good chance she may take the kids and run. She did it when it came to Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, she may do it when it comes to Luna. Speaking of Luna, she is so excited to tell Bill that Finn is her real dad and it's not Tom Starr. Hope's power play and Bill's concerns. Friday, March 7th, Hope Logan flexes her power that she has stolen, that is not hers, that she actually shouldn't even have, to change some things at Forrester Creations. I don't know what power this is that she's flexing, but she's going to, and she may target Daphne or Steffy or both. Bill is very worried about the fallout after Luna tells him that her father John Finn Finnegan found her at his house. Bill probably thinks Finn is going to expose him to everyone, but he may be surprised. Bold and the Beautiful, March 10th to 14th. Spoilers, Carter's predicament and Luna's secret. Then the week ahead on the Bold and the Beautiful, March 10th through the 14th, we are going to have Carter in a tough spot after what Hope Logan tries to pull the week before, making changes at Forrester Creations. She's not the CEO, she is not the COO, she's not even on the executive team. She is dating the manager of the LLC and is the daughter of the CEO, but she's running a line, not the whole company, so she shouldn't be getting bossy at Forrester Creations, but she's going to. She's going to try to flex and make some things happen to keep things going the way that she wants, and I'm sure this is about dealing with the threat of Daphne. I do wonder if she may try and pull some sort of revenge firing on Steffy, too. 2-week spoilers. March 3rd to 14th. Steffy spirals, Daphne retaliates and Carter caves. Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy, Daphne, and Carter. John Finn Finnegan worries about the impact on his marriage of finding out that Luna is not behind bars and instead is living in the lap of luxury where escape, let's be honest, would be super simple. But Finn's not going to give up on Luna. He is going to persist in the following week, and that is going to cause huge problems in his personal life. Daphne keeps working her magic on Carter. She's not going to let Hope's threats affect her. Daphne probably will take those threats back to the Forresters to show them how Hope is trying to manipulate things, which is going to reinforce for them the whole Hope is the main villain tactic that the writers are taking right now, even though that doesn't accurately reflect what's happening. Carter has a lot to think about with Daphne luring him and guilt-eating at him where Ridge and the other Forresters are concerned, and of course, Hope lashing out and coloring outside the lines. He needs to get her in line or chuck her out of his life, or something. Luna's thrilled that John Finn Finnegan is her daddy, but shocked at what her mom Poppy did with her adoptive nephew. Bill agrees that Poppy's even worse than they thought, so count on more visits to the Spencer mansion between Luna and Finn, but it sounds like she may be his dirty secret for a while. Ridge and Eric Forrester are not going to be shocked at the sketchy move Hope Logan tries to make at Forrester Creations, and the question is, will Brooke Logan call her out and stop her or keep defending and covering for Hope? Taylor Hayes is very worried about Steffy reliving trauma of her cage torture now that she knows Luna's her stepdaughter. Taylor is worried about Steffy and Hayes Finnegan and Finn while being furious at what Poppy has done, and the big question is how long until Sheila and Lee Finnegan find out about Poppy's terrible bad behavior and this paternity reveal. Taylor pushes Steffy to leave Finn, move in Forrester Mansion. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Monday, March 3rd, reveals that Taylor Hayes pushed Steffy Forrester to leave John Finn Finnegan and move in the Forrester Mansion. At the Cliff House, Taylor ranted about Finn having 2 family members who targeted Steffy and warned that she had to put her children first. Although Taylor insisted Steffy had to leave, Steffy didn't want to run away from Finn and break up their family. Steffy also argued that Luna was locked up in prison, but Taylor mentioned Sheila Sharp and made a prediction about her reaction to the news of her new granddaughter. Taylor hinted that Sheila could break Luna out of the slammer herself. Although Taylor ultimately said it didn't have to be permanent, she still encouraged Steffy to bring the kids and move in the Forrester Mansion for their own safety. At Bill Spencer's place, Luna assured Finn that he shouldn't feel any blame over her circumstances growing up. According to Luna, Finn was just her cousin and had his own life going on. Luna appreciated seeing Finn on holidays and special occasions since those were bright spots in her childhood. If Luna had known her father and had a stable presence in her life like Finn, she suggested things might have been different for her. There was also some talk about the house arrest situation and how Bill came to her rescue after she was beaten behind bars. Since Luna never felt like Tom Starr's daughter, Finn confirmed she was right about that. Finn knew Luna always wanted to look into her dad's eyes, so he admitted that day had come and confessed he was her father. Finn embraced and overwhelmed Luna before they pulled back and stared at each other through their tears. At Forrester Creations, Daphne Rose wondered if kissing Carter Walton went too far, but she admitted she'd wanted to do that since they first met. After Daphne brought up the LLC takeover, she understood that Carter did it for love, but she also felt he knew it was wrong. Carter hinted about his history of struggling to do the right thing, so Daphne mentioned their kiss and said maybe she should head back to Paris. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, eavesdropped after spotting their kiss earlier and ultimately bolted down the corridor. Back with Carter on Monday's B&B episode, he decided maybe Daphne was right about her Paris return. Daphne left behind something with her scent on it and bid Carter farewell, so he breathed it in once he was alone. When Hope came back, she slammed the door and caught Carter off guard. Hope didn't let on like she knew about the kiss as she asked Carter about his meeting with Daphne. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Hope's going to confront Carter about the lip lock soon, so stay tuned for updates on all the drama.